The wealthy aren't luckier than you. They think differently, act strategically, and play the long game. In this video, you'll uncover 20 wealth principles that have helped billionaires not only rise to the top, but stay there when others fall. This is strategic thinking, personal discipline, and the art of building assets, influence, and legacy. Step by step, no fluff, no fantasy. If you're tired of chasing money and ready to master it, don't just watch, commit. Internalize every principle here like your new compass. Let's begin at the root of every extraordinary journey. The mindset that dares to dream beyond all limitations. Think beyond limits. The power of unbounded vision. Ordinary people set goals to survive. Extraordinary people set goals that pull them out of their comfort zones. The bigger the dream, the stronger the drive. When a dream makes your heart race and your hands sweat, you're heading in the right direction. Not everyone dares to dream big, but only those who do can truly change the world. Don't shrink your ambition. Unleash it. Thinking beyond limits isn't blind optimism. It's asking, what would I do if I removed all the boundaries around me? When you ignore the walls that society or your past has built, you unlock a whole new map for action. Each step on that map may be difficult, but it will awaken the deepest layers of your potential. Believe that the extraordinary is possible, because that belief is the seed of every breakthrough. Big dreams make a difference, not because you'll always reach them, but because they change who you become. Each day, you'll behave like someone building something legendary. Every decision, from how you spend your time to how you handle setbacks, will shift. Remember, you don't need permission to dream big. You only need your own. When your vision expands, so does your ability to attract the right people, resources, and opportunities. Dreaming big is the very first lever in building lasting wealth. Failure isn't defeat, it's the tuition of the elite. High achievers don't fear failure, they use it as a learning weapon. Every stumble is a test of clarity and resilience. Failure doesn't mean you're not good enough, it means something needs to be done better. The faster you learn, the more strategic your missteps, the farther you go. No one reaches the top without scars. The question is, do you have the courage to stand up again? Failure is not a wall, it's a signpost. To extract value from failure, turn emotion into data. Don't ask, why am I not enough? Ask, what exactly needs adjusting in my approach? This shift in thinking fuels progress without destroying confidence. Everyone makes mistakes, but you can choose not to repeat them. It's not about how many times you fall. It's about how much you learn from each fall. The journey to success is paved with priceless lessons disguised as failures. The difference lies in the response. The weak give up when they fail. The strong restructure and return as better versions. Failure isn't just a lesson, it's fuel. It tests your resolve. If you treat it as a signal to quit, you stay stuck. If you see it as a launch pad, you rise higher. Learn to greet failure with strategic clarity. Because no one wins without first walking through the fire. And those who succeed are simply better at failing forward. Networks are multipliers. Build the right ecosystem. No one succeeds alone. The people at the top build intentional ecosystems. Each quality relationship is a future channel for opportunities. Don't just meet people, seek alignment. One conversation with the right person can change your life's trajectory. Plant your network with sincerity, value, and consistency. Networking isn't a tactic, it's part of a larger success system. Your network doesn't just provide opportunity, it shapes your identity. The question isn't, who do you know, but who knows you and for what? Be the person who brings value first, opens doors, and builds trust. Every connection must be nurtured like an invisible asset. The right person at the right time is a lever money can't buy. Long game mindset. Patience is the ultimate power. Most people plan for next month. High performers plan for the next 30 years. Long-term thinking helps them see what others overlook. While others chase quick returns, they invest in deep, stable foundations. They understand that building something great takes time. Patience isn't just a virtue, it's a strategy. The longer the horizon, the fewer the competitors, and the greater the edge. Short-term thinkers act impulsively. Fast buys, panic sells, reactive moves. Long-term thinkers remain grounded and strategic. They don't abandon a vision because of a few shaky weeks. What others call crisis, they often see as recalibration. Volatility is noise, strategy brings peace, and it's that stability that becomes a fortress during turbulent times. Real success comes to those who can embrace the boring. Fast wins may impress, but enduring wealth is built over decades. Long-game players aren't racing others, they're building something no one else is even thinking about. Sometimes, doing nothing is the most powerful move. They've created their own lane, and in that lane, they dominate, because they think further, see deeper, and act with deliberate patience. Lifelong learning. Knowledge is your edge. The world changes fast. What works today may fail tomorrow. Top performers never rest on past wins. They read, listen, study, adapt. They don't learn for fun, they learn to upgrade their decisions. Each insight is a puzzle piece that expands their strategic vision. Reading books, joining communities, and learning from the best isn't optional. It's a non-negotiable commitment to excellence. Learning isn't a hobby, it's leverage. You may not get rich by learning, but you will get left behind by not learning. Knowledge compounds like interest. The smarter you are, the more confident your choices. The more you know, the less you fear. And the less you fear, the faster you act. Daily learning is the quiet advantage of the wealthy. Time mastery. Do the right things at the right time with the right energy. Time isn't something to spend, it's an asset to be invested. High performers don't overload schedules, they ruthlessly filter what deserves attention. Every minute must produce value, either financial value or personal growth. They don't use time, they govern it. They treat hours like gold. You can lose money and earn it back, but wasted time is permanently gone. That's why the successful guard their calendars like fortresses. If you don't own your time, someone else will. Effective time strategy isn't about working faster, it's about choosing smarter. Elite performers begin their day with one question: what will move the needle most today? They plan by energy, not just tasks. Creative thinking goes in peak hours. Admin gets done later. They don't try to do everything. They build systems so the trivial handles itself. They aren't busy, they're precise. They don't sprint blindly, they move like chess masters, every move intentional and strategic. What you stop doing matters more than what you start. Masters of time say no without guilt. They delete distractions, automate repetition, and delegate wisely. They shape time into a directional force. Owning time isn't about doing more, it's about being in control. Real freedom isn't having free time, it's using time on your terms. Every moment without intention is a moment stolen from your future. And those who win long-term are those who learn to invest time like capital, deliberate, clear, and aligned. Discipline, the daily edge that compounds results. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. Average people wait for motivation. High performers install systems that function with or without inspiration. They act not because they feel like it, but because they've committed. One small action, repeated with focus, outperforms scattered bursts of effort. Discipline doesn't make you robotic, it makes you reliable. Anyone who builds something lasting does it through disciplined execution, day in and day out. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. A tiny habit done daily beats a grand plan done occasionally. Discipline converts dreams into frameworks, and frameworks into measurable progress. Those who are disciplined don't need accountability. They are accountable to themselves. They don't argue with excuses. They silence them through action. And that repetition over time becomes character. If you want to create something remarkable, start by doing one valuable thing every day, without fail. Discipline is the multiplier of greatness. Emotional control. Stay calm when others break. Emotions are powerful, but uncontrolled emotions are dangerous. Average minds react. Exceptional ones respond with strategy. In chaos, the strong don't panic. They pause, they observe. They act only once the emotion has passed. One impulsive move can destroy years of strategy. Emotional control isn't suppression, it's leadership. When everyone else is screaming, the calmest mind holds the most power. Mastering emotions means treating them as signals, not instructions. High performers don't ignore anger or fear. They identify, label, and channel them. They understand that reacting to emotion creates regret, but responding with clarity creates control. The goal isn't to eliminate feeling, but to lead through it. The world rewards calm thinkers in storms, not loud reactors in crises. Stillness is a skill. In today's fast, noisy world, calm is a competitive advantage. Where Where others spiral, you stabilize. Where they quit, you adapt. Where they rant, you rethink. The one who controls their emotional state controls the outcome. You can't lead a business, a team, or a legacy without first leading yourself. Emotional discipline is more than a soft skill. It's a survival tool, a leadership core, and the foundation of your sharpest decisions. Value first, money follows. Money isn't the goal, it's the result. The wealthy don't chase cash, they chase contribution. The question isn't, how can I earn more? It's how can I serve better? Better products, deeper solutions, real impact. When you create genuine value, wealth becomes a byproduct. But if you chase only money, it will always stay ahead of you. Value draws money the way gravity draws objects. Focus on value, and money finds you. Creating value means delivering impact, not just effort. It's about solving problems, elevating others, and building something that matters. Quick profits fade, value compounds. The truly successful don't rely on gimmicks. They build trust, excellence, and depth. They ask, whose life improves because of what I do? When your answer becomes clear, so does your income. Root everything in value. Grow the tree. Let wealth be the fruit. Legacy. It's not about you, it's what you leave behind. True success doesn't stop at success. It evolves into legacy. Legacy isn't how much you leave in the bank. It's how many lives were better because you existed. It's not measured by titles or trophies, but by impact, by transformation, by inspiration. Real leaders ask, what will remain when I'm gone? The answer defines everything. Legacy is built through intentional action. It's in how you teach, lead, and lift others. Every decision today shapes your echo tomorrow. A kind act can ripple for years. A bold move can change generational cycles. The great don't wait for legacy. They build it quietly, persistently, every day. They don't need applause to do what's right. They're moved by vision, not validation. Don't wait until you're old to think about legacy. Start now, with one decision, one behavior, one habit that lasts. When you live for something bigger than yourself, energy becomes infinite. Impact becomes exponential. Wealth becomes meaningful. Legacy doesn't need to be grand, it needs to be real. Make your life echo beyond your lifetime. That's not just success, that's immortality through influence. In conclusion, wealth doesn't begin with your wallet. It begins with how you see the world and your role in it. The 20 principles you've just explored aren't shortcuts. They're foundations for a life of intention, growth, and impact. Each one is a thread in the fabric of lasting success. Apply just one, and you'll move forward. Apply them all, and you'll redefine your future. True wealth isn't just earned, it's constructed, protected, and multiplied through discipline, mindset, and purpose. Choose a principle to act on today. Your future self is already waiting, stronger, wiser, freer, and the journey to that version of you starts now, with a single intentional step forward.